Fun Guys foodies, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Funguy the Entertainer, and today we're going to do something by request. Timing is absolutely perfect. I was trying to come up with something different to do. We're coming into the holiday season, things get kind of hectic for me, but I like trying new things. And one of our viewers, Zusa, I believe is how you say her name, said that she had tried my braised beef ribs and wanted me to try doing a Korean beef rib. So I did some research. I've never done this before, and I thought I would try this. So as usual, I should start this right away. Shop the Pig. This is Piggy from Piggly Wiggly. 4 locations. Lake Geneva, Delavan, and Kenosha has 2 stores. They, of course, supplied the meat. So this is one of those recipes that you need to know right away you're supposed to do in 2 days. The first day you create the marinade and then you let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, and then the next day you actually cook it. So obviously you're going to see this all in one shot, but that's what you're going to do. So plan this to be a 2-day event. It's not that it's that time consuming. You just have to create the marinade, put it in the bag and put it in the refrigerator, and then the next day you just cook it. So it's not hard. You just have to plan, okay? Now, for those of you who like honey like I do, I buy it in a big container. The problem with doing that is if you have a hectic year and you don't use it as fast, it gets a little lumpy. It doesn't hurt it any, but it gets a little lumpy. That's why I put the honey in the bottom of this pot right away. You do not need to use a pot or a bowl. You can put this right into a bag, but I'm doing the bowl method. That way I can mix my ingredients better, and I actually want to coat the ribs by sticking them in the bowl and rolling them better. Then put everything in the bag and marinate it. It's just the way I like doing things. You can do it the easy way, just like the shake and bake thing, stick everything in the bag all at one time and you're done. But I like this. So here's what you need. Actually, I should probably go through the list real quick. You are going to need, obviously, beef ribs. You can get bone-in or boneless. I went with boneless. Saves time. If you have bone-in, you have to cut the bone out because you don't want to cook the bones, okay? Actually, that's not true. You probably could cook the bones, but it wouldn't be the same recipe. If you cook the bones, do something with them later. But anyway, so you need the bones. The beef ribs. Actually, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're going to need reduced sodium soy sauce. I'm not sure why reduced sodium, but I checked it around and pretty much every recipe says the same thing. And I just happen to have some, which works out really good. So you're going to need that. You're going to need white sugar, honey, minced garlic, ground black pepper, water, Asian sesame seed oil, and either Asian plum wine or Asian plum sauce. I'm going to go with the sauce because you only need 1.5 tablespoons, and getting a whole bottle of wine, that's, don't need it. So I ended up getting the plum sauce. So here's how you do it. Right off the bat, you start off, put your honey in your bowl or your bag, and then go to the white sugar. You need 1/2 cup of white sugar, okay? Then you need 1/2 cup of the soy sauce. All right, so you do the dry first because once you put wet in here, you don't want to do that again. So we'll do 1/2 cup of soy sauce. See, it's kind of slow. Okay. I don't know why they want low sodium because they're not adding salt to this at all. So that's kind of interesting. All right, there's our 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Unless the plum sauce is salty. I never thought about that. Okay, and then we already have the honey in here. 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Okay. Open the wrong thing. Oh, brand new thing. It's not. I've got the dropsies today. Okay. Fortunately, landed the right direction. 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. You can obviously use fresh garlic and mince it yourself. All right, there's 1 and 2. Okay. Then you need 2 tablespoons of ground black pepper. You know me, I like that coarse ground black pepper. So I'm going to take the actual lid off and pour it. There's 1. Oh, it took all of it. And 2. Okay, Then we need 3 tablespoons of water, which, believe it or not, is actually a quarter of a cup. So I have a quarter of a cup of water sitting here ready. Then we need 1 tablespoon of the sesame seed oil. Let me double check. Yeah, it is tablespoon, definitely. So here's the sesame seed oil. Okay, 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil. And then we need 1.5 tablespoons of the plum sauce. So there's 1 and a heavy half. Since it's a marinade, it's okay if it's you got a little bit too much of anything. All right, now, a little bit stuck in the spoon. Mix it up. This gives you a chance to get the honey to dissolve and mix with everything else. It might take a bit when you have older honey. I've got a little bit of sticky on the bottom yet, but it is coming around. Okay. There it is, just like that. Okay, now we take our ribs and we lay them right in the sauce. By the way, you're going to need roughly 4 pounds of ribs for this recipe. Each one of these packages is about 1 1/3 pounds, so it worked out really good. I don't know if they had planned that themselves. You have your bag ready. Roll them, stick them in the bag. Roll them, stick them in the bag. Okay. Now, since that's all we're going to do here and then it's put in the refrigerator, you don't need to see me roll all 12 pieces, but that's all it is. Then pour this sauce in the bag, suck the air out of the bag. I think you guys have seen me doing that in a previous show. It's really cool. You take your Ziploc bag, you close it until it's only open at this much of the corner, then you suck in the air. Be very, very careful not to suck the other stuff in because you've got raw meat in here and you don't want that. But suck out the air, then finish sealing the bag, put it in the refrigerator overnight. And then the next day, you're going to cook this on the grill. That's the difference between the braised. The braised went in the oven. These are going to be cooked on the grill. All right? So, obviously, you'll see me in a few minutes. I won't see this camera until tomorrow. Okay, Funguy foodies. I completely was not thinking when I did this. We're going to be barbecuing outside to finish this meal off. And we have a problem. It is wintertime. As a matter of fact, this is after Thanksgiving, before Christmas. It is already dark outside, so I'm not sure how this part of the video is going to come out. We're going to take a gamble, and I'm only going to use 1 camera because I have no way to set stuff out because it is actually snowing. It wasn't supposed to snow. It's snowing. Okay, real quick, this is what it ends up looking like. Oh my good, right away, since you're watching this video, the next day, take your bag out of the refrigerator 2 hours before you cook it. You want this meat at room temperature before you cook it because you're only going to cook it roughly 6 minutes per side on each one of these ribs. They're beef ribs, so they don't have, it's not like pork, they don't have to be cooked, you know, you're going to get rid of the pink, but they're still going to be juicy. So it's about 6 minutes per side. So what I've done, I've started the grill out there already. You want the coals to already be to medium high heat, which means pretty close to completely gray on the outside with the black going and a nice orange color. That'll get you some serious heat. And we're going to clean off the grate, spray a little bit of oil on the Pam spray. You know, I actually have some grill stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it fast enough, but I'm going to go look for that. So I apologize if the rest of this show ends up being a little bit hard to see because I'm going to take this camera here. You notice I don't have my upper camera working because I'm not doing anything here. So we're going to go outside and see how that works. And of course, I'm going to be doing it one-handed. But let's see how this goes. I'll be right back. All right, Funguy foodies, here we go. We're going outside. And as you can see, yes, it is definitely Christmas. We've got our Christmas decorations up. So we're getting ready. Obviously not Christmas, it's the Christmas season. I've got the grill ready. I've brought the food out already since I only had one hand. You notice how that looks. That is what you want. You want a high heat, right, like that. But it's already turned to ash. There's not really any black left of the coal, which means it's ready to go. And we've got our meat here. Now, all we're going to do is literally Put these right over the heat. The bad part is I don't have enough coals to get them all on at one time. So we're probably going to have to do 2 separate batches to make this work. Oh, trying to get some more light down in there. I've got a light on my, hanging on my jacket. Okay, here's a short one that'll fit there. And I can put one more down here. Okay, so basically that's what we're doing. Let's see if I get more light on here on my fingers. All right, there we go. See that? It's right on top of the heat, just what you want. Now, we're gonna wanna do roughly 6 minutes per side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the lid on there, set the timer for 6 minutes, come out and turn it after 6 minutes. Now, because it is kind of difficult to be out here, and then of course you can see there's snow on the deck here. It's not much snow, but compared to Halloween when we got 6.5 inches, that's nothing. But it's still flaking a little bit. It's supposed to be over shortly. So we'll be back in when I'm all done, and we'll go back in the house and I'll show you the finished product. All right, see you in just a bit. Okay, Funguy foodies, I am on my last flip. Let me turn the light on so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. You can see the first ones I did, I took them and put them off to the side here. So now I'm just going to turn these. And I decided that 6 minutes was too long. It's too hot, so I dropped it down to 4 minutes. So watch your own grill. Depends on how hot it is. Mine was very hot, so 4 minutes was enough on each side. As you can see, they do break fairly easily, and I realize I'm not focusing very good here. But that's the thing about beef ribs. They do break when they're stuck. All right, so what I did was 4 minutes on each side. When I was done with the first batch, I stuck them on the outside here. Oh, do this. I stuck them on the outside. Look how good these things look. Is that not awesome? Okay, so we're going to close this up. I'm going to do 4 more minutes, and then we'll come back, pull it off, and we'll have dinner. All right, Funguy foodies, the timer's just gone off. I'm going to head outside, bring the food in. We're not going to bring the camera with. We're going to leave it run. I'll probably cut out the little time that I'm gone because it would be kind of pointless. But I'll be right back. All right, here it is. Check this out. This looks absolutely fantastic. Korean beef ribs. I cannot wait to eat these. I've got my side dish going here. I'll take a picture once I plate it, but this is basically what it looks like. I mean, oh, look at this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. We say that in every show. People are actually starting to do it, which is really cool. Just picked up, since last week, picked up like another 8 new subscribers. So once we get to 1,000 subscribers, that's going to make all the difference in the world. I should be able to start bringing in somebody else to help film, do some editing, get some sponsors, and do more stuff. That's the key. In order to get ahead, you have to have that 1,000 people just to start. And then, of course, our goal, of course, is to be the first one to hit 1 million. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't you like to be part of it? So I hope you enjoyed this, and of course, happy holidays. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Funguy the Entertainer, cooking for you.